Hello, everybody. We're back again with Let's Talk podcast. Today, our topic is why do middle class people stay within the middle class?
Yes, awesome. I'm excited to be brought back to the Let's Talk podcast. Thank you, Victor.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure.
This is a great conversation about the middle class. Everyone, obviously, when they graduate, is going to be part of the middle class, usually, and get a degree. As a teacher, I'm one of the lowest income streams when it comes to middle class. When I graduate, I'll probably be making around $40,000 to $50,000 a year entry. There's other obvious ones like being a nurse and being a doctor or being a business major. You may be making obviously 70,000 entry, and that is phenomenal, absolutely. Obviously, when you are starting to make that six-figure range, and you've gotten to the multiple income streams that we've talked about, regardless of what your 9 to 5 is, if you're able to do those income streams on your 5 to 9, your weekend hustle, and you could somehow compensate your salary to where you're able to make that six-figure, and you're in that middle class, or I say upper middle class really is six figures. So 50 to 70 is middle class, but then the upper middle class is six figures. Everybody wants to get to six figures, but majority of people never get more than six figures. It's always 50 or 70 or 100,000. Like that's it.
Why
And
is it?
it's usually because the lifestyle that you can have at $100,000 a year is very I would assume delusional. Like what I'm trying to say is that if you're making $100,000 a year, you can probably, with really good credit, put a down payment on a $500,000 house, and you'll look very luxurious. If you have really good credit and you're making six figures, you can put down payment on a $500 house. You have your BMW sports car and your Mercedes Benz, all these really high liabilities that look really good because technically you can afford it if you were to use 30% of your income and all those things like that. The thing is that you looking like a millionaire while you are in middle class is what's going to keep you in middle class, because you're trying to create like a facade for yourself that makes you feel accomplished. You just came home working from your 9 to 5 and you have these side hustles that you're doing your weekends. You want to be able to come home to a place that looks like a castle, and that's obviously understandable, and everyone goes through that sort of money habit situation. However, I think keeping up with the Joneses is probably the worst philosophy that you can have if you're making that much money, because the hardest amount of money to make is 100 grand. If you can get that, it'll be the hardest 100 grand you'll ever make. If you are able to think wiser and you are to use your money wiser and say, okay, I have six figures, but instead of living like I make 500,000, I'm gonna live below my means, and you'll be able to save up so much more money that way, building a lot more assets that make you money that don't depreciate in value. Like we talked about cars, for instance.
Yeah.
As soon as you drive a car off the lot, it depreciates in value. It will be going down as many miles as you make it. But there's other things that appreciate in value. Paintings appreciate in value. If you want to buy paintings, stocks, real estate, those appreciate in value. You can raise the price of how much your tenants are needing to build. Like if you start at $300, you can raise your price in real estate to $500. Exactly. And those appreciating in value are the reasons why, my passive income stream is actually growing in income. And it's because I'm living like I don't make the money I do. I'm able to save all that money that I would have been buying a Mercedes Benz or a Cadillac or a sports car or this $500,000 house that looks like a castle. I'm saving all the money I could be spending on that and dumping it back into myself and to my assets, and I'm actually making more wealth. And in fact, that's really what rich is. If you ever go into Google and you search a celebrity, you're not going to say, what is the celebrity salary? Because, like, when you become a certain type of rich, it's not about how much money you make per year. It's more about your net worth.
Yeah.
And your net worth is not depending on how much you make per year. Your net worth is based on how much assets you own. So the more assets you can own, the richer you'll be. It's in the name.
So people should focus more on building their net worth rather than trying to grow their salary.
Yeah. Salary is kind of like an elementary situation. Like you have a salary so that you can have a job, but it's only the first step. You don't want to stay at that place.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you want to get to the point where you're not having to think about how much money I'm making per year. You want to be able to think about how much money am I making through all of my streams of income.
Well,
And that's how you really know you've made it. That it's not coming from one income stream. Yeah.
okay, that's it. Hey guys, you know what it is and what it takes, guys. So that's with our guest, Mr. Aaron. And again, be wise enough to always use your money very wise, like you said, right, brother man?
Right, brother
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir. So we'll be back again with Let's Talk Podcast on the next episode. Y'all have a blessed one.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.